All right, guys, good morning again. Really good trading day on Tesla. Unfortunately, the trades didn't work the way that I wanted to, but Tesla did trade really well at the open. So one thing that on the pre-markets, so obviously Tesla had the earning last night, and it was really crazy trading in the post-market. In the pre-market, also trades significantly, very, very, very strong above the VWAP. And as you see, when the stock is on the pre-market goes up like that, it's usually a sign that opens very strong. And it did open very strong, popped up very strong, but I didn't take this for a 1 minute opening range breakup. Why? Because it's just extremely extended from the VWAP, and you do not want to mess around with the stock that is very, very extended from the VWAP. If anything, you can take it to the short side like Paris did. But I was hoping that if you can get a pullback on the VWAP and we buy at the VWAP. So it did pop right, really squeeze as soon as it came to the VWAP, just squeeze very strong. It's a very, very bullish candlestick. I jumped heavy long on it at 159.50, popped up to 161, and got out, and not most of it actually, still had a lot of it that it came down and I got stopped out. So that was just one trade, and I was hoping to get a better entry, but it just did. This squeeze happened so fast that I could actually get from. And then the stock sold off, and as it sold off, I did mention that I'm looking at buying it below the VWAP at some sort of a support level. On a 5-minute chart, what we had here was that we had this moving average, which is a 50 moving average, and I did mention that in the chat a couple of times, that these moving averages can be a good potential buy area as a fallen angel or stocks that are gapping up, but they're slowly coming and making a double bottom. So what happened here, let's go back. So as you see, there's a moving average here, what we had, and that turned out to be a very, very strong support level. So let's take a look at the 1-minute chart and how I traded that. So as you see here, came around this level. I went one long, a little bit premature, popped up, came down, I got stopped out, and I went down and quickly squeezed back up, and that's the trade that I made most of my money here. Went long again, 155.33, popped up all the way up to 157. That's a really nice pop. And then I was expecting it to go to the VWAP, and then came back and stopped me out at the break even. So when you add to your position, when you scale out, my rule is to bring your stop loss at the break even. Originally, my stop loss was here below these lows, and went up. But because I scaled down and partial, then I added. Then my stop loss came, my average came somewhere around here, and then I had to get stopped out. If I were not partialing, I would have probably held it all the way to the break even. And so still, I had the room to survive this pullback and go back up. And that was very, very unfortunate. This ad kind of messed up my average, and I had to stick to my rule. And then, again, a huge squeeze back up to the VWAP. That's what I was hoping and expecting to get. And after, we popped up through the VWAP with a very heavy volume, I went long, and I was hoping to get to 160. We didn't, and I didn't really partial out because, I had some sort of a room, and I needed some sort of a 1-to-1 risk to reward to do my first partial. And I really didn't like it because it was just waiting too long, and I got out of it at the break even. So essentially, I did 2 trades on it, and none of them were really so amazing and exciting. This one was just not a complete trade. This one was also not a complete trade, but nonetheless, with a couple of thousand shares of Tesla, you could get really, really good profitable trade on that. So as this is, that's what you see on the Tesla. That turned out to be a very, very nice trading day. If you remember yesterday, Brian and I sold puts on Tesla and NVDA, and my puts are actually doing really, really well. So I sold puts at 131 for tomorrow, and I got $2.79 from it at 300 contract, and it's up like $83,000, and they're trading like at 3 cents. So I'm not going to cover this. This is going to go expire worthless tomorrow, and this money will be deposited in my account. NVDA, same thing, 20 contract left, $5,000. This one is also trading. This one is still trading at 28 cents, but my average was 2.9. And I also have Tesla puts at $8 at 80 for end of February, which I got 190 cents on that. This one is also going to be worthless. They are trading at 7 cents. So this is also ready to cover. Put my order for this one to be covered at 7 cents. They just didn't fill me. And that's it. That turned out to be a very, very profitable week for me. And this messing around with the options are really good until you get, it's really working really nicely until it doesn't, until you get hit and you have to sit on this position for your rest of your life probably. Um, but overall, Tesla had a really, really horrible December. You know, it was down like pretty much 60% in December, and now it's kind of recovering. Went all the way up to 100, and it's kind of recovering. Obviously, it was very, very extended on the daily chart, so a little bit of a consolidation on the daily chart is expected. Same as markets, QQQ is also really, really extended. See how it popped up from the moving averages, and this is kind of a short-term overbought situation. So this is something that you really need to be concerned about when you are so extended above the moving averages. That's it. That's my that's my trading day. Brian, I know you did a really nice short on Meta. I remember that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I did a little pop. I got the pop through on right at the open on Tesla. I could tell it was going to be strong, so I did a quick scalp on that, but then it quickly turned around. So yeah, and the other one was Meta. Happened around 9:45. We had the big pop. Yeah, big pop at the open, and then this is one of my trade book plans. Is Meta quickly sliced through the VWAP, really didn't bounce off it, came back up, touched it a few times, and that's where I shorted it. So I was short looking for a VWAP rejection there and a continuation move lower, which got a nice move on. So yeah, overall a couple other trades, but it was a pretty good day. We had some nice volatility, and it's always good for day traders for sure.
yeah, so it's amazing for day trading. Market's kind of flat. I think SPY is going to trade heavily between 380 to 400 around the whole year, but that's an amazing opportunity for day traders. So Meta, this is a trade. Brian shorted from here down here. This is a trade that Thor did. This is, I think, the pivot point of control. I think the red line is. So he shorted that, stop loss probably around here, and then he got a really nice move down here. So same trade done by Thor. Paris did a really nice short Tesla. It looks like really over trading, but for him, because he understands the order flow and time and sells, he got a really nice short here just as soon as I told you this is extended. He shorted from here, and then he got stopped out here, and then he did short again at the VWAP with a really heavy add on the pullback. Really nice drop here, and I try to catch the reversal around here. So as you see, one stock gives a lot of opportunities for traders, and traders are trading it differently. I asked in the community that how was your day today. So many people had a really good day, and some people had really bad days, and it means that you can't really blame the market or a stock or ticker. It's really you to making that decisions. This, for example, Tesla, I did a meh trade on it. A lot of people are having amazing trading days on it, and some people lost probably really bad. If you get a stock long up there, you probably got to squeeze really back. And so it really, at the end of the day, goes on how you actually trade it as a trader. So overall, it was really, really good in terms of trading day. Tesla really didn't disappoint. The volatility, I think the reason that it's popping up is, apparently they're getting ordered twice as the production. So yeah, we'll see how Elon Musk can turn around Tesla or not. We'll see, but definitely in terms of trading has been just amazing. The signals are really nice, and even though in 5 minutes choppy, but really very vigorous moves, ups and downs, that it was very nice trading it. So what else I was going to say? Yeah, so I want to remind you guys, if you want to come to San Diego, it's a 2-day event. There is a $500 cost for the tickets. That includes your dinner and food, and obviously the hotel. California is generally expensive, everything, and to be honest with you, I'm losing money on this event. Everybody from the team members flying and hotel and everything, I really don't make any money. I'm probably expecting between $20,000 to $30,000 loss on this event. So this event is not for making money, it's just you're contributing a little bit to the cost of the hotel and venue. And the hotels are really cheap actually in San Diego. I think it's less than $200 per night. So if you want to book it and make a family trip out of it, that would be nice. We put it on the Thursday and Friday for the people who want to fly from other places and make it like a weekend San Diego. Probably very nice weather down there. And yeah, that would be nice. So we have one day of presentations because we realize that giving presentations during the market hours and trading could be a little bit distracting for people. So on the first day we do all the webinars and technical presentations, and on the second day we do the live trading in the morning, and then in the afternoon when it slows down we can have two more presentations. So I don't expect to be as big as Florida, but if you can get to about 50 people, that would be really nice. And having that event style. And we really noticed that another thing is that in Florida, a lot of people came with family, and their wife or husband, they had to step away when they were trading and hanging out with us. And then I didn't like that, and realized that, okay, why not just having the dinner, including with the family? You come, and we actually socialize as a community. That's what really we are. Perfect. I think that would be nice. And yeah, hopefully that I'll see you guys in San Diego. So again, we're hoping that we can see as many as of you guys. And yeah, looking forward to see you guys. Brian, anything from you?
That would be good. You have more the merrier.
All right.
So hopefully we'll see you in San Diego.